So you're bored. Maybe you've been scrolling on your phone for the past 3 hours, or you just feel like a blob on the couch. Here are 50 plus things you can do this summer. Reorganize your clothing drawers so that your drawers actually close. You will thank yourself later, trust me. Refold them, re-roll them, just clean in general, and get rid of some clothing as well. If you're near any water, go kayaking. This is a summer tradition for me. We just rent kayaks and go. This is especially nice at sunset, and you also get a nice arm workout in. Paint a DIY or follow some painting tutorials. I definitely connected with my inner child on this one. This is one of my favorites, but you can go on a brewery hop. If you're not legal, obviously don't do this. But if you are, and if you are in Vancouver, North Van is the perfect place to go. A lot of the cool breweries are walking distance away, so you can transit, walk around, and have a good time. Okay, I'm a Bananagrams fiend, so play a board game, Scrabble, or something along those lines. Go on your own little mural hunt around your city or your town and take pictures with them. If you're lucky enough to be able to do this, you should visit your grandparents, and if not, you should give them a phone call if you can. I just spent time with my yin yin while she watered her garden, and she also made us a meal. Next is journaling. You can do some free journaling, or if you have a book like me, you can do a prompt. Try a new coffee shop or try a drink at the coffee shop you usually go to that you never get. I love going to new coffee shops around Vancouver and the Vancouver area. Some of my favorites are Nemesis and Wicked Cafe. Update your music playlists. You can go on the hunt for new songs. You can change the covers so they look super cute and aesthetic. And you can just make new playlists for all the occasions in your life. For instance, I always have a summer playlist for the year. Okay, if you are like me and you do not have your full license yet, practice driving. Personally, I hate driving, but I need to push myself to do it, so this is a great one if you're like me. You can print out new pictures for your frames in your room. I like to do this every so often just to refresh up my space. You could also just print out these pictures and put them in a photo album or a scrapbook if you like to do that. Get some ice cream. This is a summer staple, of course. I feel like our excuse for not reading is always that we're too busy, so if you're bored, definitely pick up the books that you have been waiting to read or that have been sitting on your shelf. Have a little mini golfing date with your friends, your partner, your family, or you can even go to the driving range. If you have a drive-in movie theater near you, definitely go to that. You can get all cute and cozy and take pictures. If you don't have a drive-in theater, you can also just go to the movie theater. I'm really excited to see Barbie and Joyride right now. Decorate your laptop with stickers. If you're like me and have a bunch but haven't put them on yet, this is the time to do it. I just got this cute cup of noodle one and I love it so much. Small businesses always have the cutest stickers, but you can also order some off Amazon, like the Taylor Swift ones that I got. Attempt to play some tennis, and when I say attempt, yes, I cannot really play tennis very well, but I'm trying. It's always fun to try a new activity and just get some exercise and spend time outside. Go to a stand-up comedy show. I went to Michael Bastien. I don't know if that's how you say his name, but it was super funny. And if you don't want to spend money on a ticket, just watch some stand-up comedy on YouTube. You'll still laugh. Either learn how to cook a family recipe or just make a new recipe in general if you find it online. Of course, you can get your nails done and do a fun summer color, or you can even do them at home. Check out a local art gallery, especially if you're a university student. The ones on campus are often free to students. Go paint your own pottery. If you're in Vancouver, the You Paint iFire is a great place to go, and you can just find cute inspiration on Pinterest and get creative. Pretend you're a tourist in your own city or town. I love to do this, especially in Vancouver, going and walking on the seawall or going to Granville Island. Go shopping or browsing for new bathing suits. I feel like this is so fun, just trying them on and seeing what they have. You also don't have to do it in person. You can just look online. My favorite place to do this is Aerie. Go swimming. I love swimming in the ocean. Is one of my favorite things to do, but obviously if you have a lake or a pool, you can go in there too. It is my favorite summer activity. Watch the sunset or the sunrise. The best thing about them is they look different every day, so you can go to a different spot or go to the same spot and get a new view all the time. Go see a drag show or go to a drag brunch. This one was Disney themed that I went to, so I was in heaven. It's really good to support the local drag scene and just local artists in general. Go plant shopping. Here we're just at IKEA and they had a pretty big selection, honestly, but you could go to a specialty store as well. Get a bouquet of flowers for yourself. You can go pick some wildflowers or go buy one. This one brings me so much joy. You could also give a bouquet of flowers to someone and this would definitely make their day. Dedicate a day or at least a couple hours to deep clean your room. This is such a hard one for me, but if you have a lot of time, this takes a lot of time. Learn how to edit a video. I actually have so much fun playing around on iMovie. I know a lot of people use Final Cut Pro or another software to do it, but if you only have iMovie, then learn how to do it. There's so many cool things you can actually do, even though the system is very basic, and this takes a lot of time as well. Go relax in a park. You can find a new one or go to your favorite park. Even if you live in a city, there's often urban green spaces that you can find. Try a restaurant that you've been meaning to go to. You can go with yourself, or like me, I went with my sister for a little sister date. Attempt to go for a run, whether you are a runner or not. If you are a student or don't have a job at the moment, even if you do have a job actually, you can work on your resume, make a new one, or touch up the one you have. I feel like this is something that actually takes more time than you think it's going to. Having one touched up and ready to go kind of so you can tailor it to a specific job when you are applying for one is always a great idea. Go on a little day trip somewhere. I just went to Bowen Island, which is near Vancouver, and we took the ferry and we had a drink and just explored a bit. Try to write a short story. You could do nonfiction, or if you're very creative, you could do a fiction story. You could even try and submit it to an online journal. Take a dance class, even if you're not a dancer. One of my friends was saying how she really wants to take a ballet or a salsa class, so you could definitely do that. If you are a dancer, take one that's out of your comfort zone. Okay, this one is kind of weird and it's more of a bucket list item for me because I actually haven't done it, but I've always wanted to sit on a bale of hay, so you could do this. Get your bikini and sunscreen and tan. I usually do this in my backyard or at the beach. Low-key plan a trip. I love looking at flights and trying to find cheap ones and then sending them to my friends and family and trying to persuade them that we need to go on this trip. This can also act as a manifestation technique. For instance, I really want to go to Japan in 2024, so we are manifesting that. But this can also act as a place where you can just track all of the locations you want to visit when you go to this certain place. So all the food, all the cafes, all the photo ops. Stretch your body. It is sometimes hard to do a full workout, but even just a little stretch will make you feel a lot better, especially if you kind of have been a blob. You could also go on a hot girl walk. I love walking around my neighborhood and just listening to a podcast or my favorite music. Get pho, okay? This is like one of my favorite meals and I seriously go all of the time. I'm a little bit addicted. Go stargazing. I haven't done this in a couple years, but it's something I would love to do this summer. Do a deep clean of your laptop or your desktop or even your phone. You can also make it very aesthetic and change the folder colors and your wallpaper. Maybe do that software update that you've been putting off for months as well. And then of course you can subscribe to me on YouTube. Attempt to get tickets to a last minute concert or go to like a free festival in the city you live near or in. I went to the jazz festival, for instance. Get a disposable camera and capture all the memories that you made this summer. This one is always a fun one because I find I forget what I take and then by the time I get them developed, it's like a little surprise. So those are my 50+ ideas of things to do when you're bored this summer. Let me know in the comments below what you want to do this summer, any bucket list items that you have, and thanks for watching.